everyone, welcome. Let's create our code base for the client API Setu. This is my ID which we set up in the last video. So in order to create third-party services, let's create a directory called APIs. Yes, our directory has been created. Let's cd to it and create an empty file. So whenever we create a directory, we need to create this init empty file so that our Python code can consider this particular folder as a module. So we need to have this init file. Since we are going to deal with the API Setu, let's make a directory called API Setu. Now I have created this directory called APIs. Here my purpose is whatever third-party integration I want to do, I will create all clients under this folder only. And suppose my client is API Setu, I have created a folder called API Setu, and let's create another, let's cd to it and create empty file over here like we did for APIs. Now it has empty file. Now in this directory I am going to define three files as a logic, or as my protocol I am going to define three different files for different purposes. Let's see the purpose. First of all, I am going to define a file called config.py. This config.py is going to contain all the constants, no logic, all the constant strings corresponding to that client. So maybe I can have API key, API secret, all other credentials, or some constants, or maybe something like some structure. Whatever constant I am going to use, I am going to define over there. Define all the constants being used by API Setu, or rather API Setu, right? The next file I am going to define over here is objects. In objects file, I am going to define class objects for all the entities, whatever I will get from API Setu. For example, let's see. Let's see the response schema of metadata states. So when I say state is going to have state ID, state name, right? So I know state, this is an entity, defines an entity, and for me every entity corresponds to one object. So what I can do is I can create state object, and I can say it can have two variables, state name and state ID. So let's say state ID as str and state name as state name as int, id as int, and state name as SDR. So this is my state object. Then let's see, I might have district object. So district also going to have district ID, district name, and it is also have a state name. So let's duplicate this. Right. So yeah, this is the objects file. Let's see what else we can have. We can also get. We are going to use API calendar by pin. So over there, we can have a centers, list of centers, and every center has all these parameters. So these, let's copy this. We'll soon delete this. I know I can have center ID as int. I can have name as string, then address as string, state name as string, and lot more information. I can have pin code as well. I can have from and to lot of. So as you see from over here, it seems like it's a constant. It's an identifier already reserved identifier, so I cannot use it. Let's call it underscore from. So another thing I can see is the session. Session is another list of objects where it has session ID and everything. So what I need to do is I need to define another class, session object, and here I am going to have session ID, which is int, and then date is going to be string, then available capacity, it is going to be int, and minimum age limit, it is again int, again dose 1 availability, dose 2, what type of vaccine it is going to provide, this is going to be STR, any of course slots, and this of course is going to be a list, right? So pretty much this is if in case we need some other object, we will use it later on. Let's delete this in order to avoid unnecessary code right now. So yeah, we have config file. Let's see what we can add in the config file. So as you know, there is these URLs and there is this base URL. I can add okay, so this is post URL is this. This is the state URL. Then this is the district URL. Then I need appointment by district. And by pin. Appointment by pin is by pin, and appointment by pin requires pin code and date. Let's append this. Appointment by district is going to require district ID and date. Sorry, it's and. So yeah, pretty much these are the things which we are going to use, and let's do this way. Because I know this is the complete URL, and since there is a trailing slash, let's remove it from here because there is already, we have already slash over here, so we just remove it over there. So this is pretty much the config file looks like. This is how the objects file look like. In the next video we will create one request file, or you can say API Setu file, where we are going to actually interact with our APIs and see how response is working and how we can render out that response. Thank you.